Some empty seats up here if folks want to find their way. Please feel free. So I just want to take this opportunity to kick off this great event. I want to thank the City of Lawrence for this incredible welcome and event. This is quite an event. This has been we're doing a lot of these events, and you guys have really pulled out all the stops. My name is Juan Vega. I'm the Assistant Secretary for Communities and Programs at the Executive Office of Economic Development. We're here to celebrate one of the Community One Stop for Growth programs, the Urban Agenda Grant Program, that we're here to announce and celebrate all of the grant awards that have been made through this program. So we'll start actually, I want to take this opportunity to invite and welcome Mayor De Peña to please give us a welcome to the city. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Oh, that's a small break for everybody, right? Good morning, good morning. I know it's a little cold, but you know, Lawrence is the best city in Massachusetts. It's hot when it's cold. It's cold when it's hot. Okay? But I know everybody. This is a small play. You know, everybody keep together and keep hot, okay? But behind, I think I have a coffee, I have something for eating. Buenos días a todos.
Good morning, everyone.
A la gran ciudad de Lawrence.
And welcome to the great city of Lawrence,
donde hoy celebramos
where we do today celebrate
a todos los premios del One Stop Growth, gracias a la Oficina Ejecutiva de Desarrollo Económico.
Well, we do celebrate all the awards thanks to the Executive Office.
Los fondos del programa de subvención de la Agencia Urbana que apoyarán proyectos creativos para el desarrollo económico comunitario que empoderarán aún más a nuestra ciudad de Lawrence.
Well, we do celebrate all the grants that will even empower more our city of Lawrence.
Quiero darle la bienvenida al senador Pavel Payano.
I want to welcome Senator Pavel Payano.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you. Gracias por estar acá.
La delegación de nuestros representantes, encabezada por nuestro líder Frank Moran.
Our Lawrence State delegation, especially a thank to Senator Mr. State Representative Frank Moran.
Nuestra representante estatal Estela Reyes.
State Representative Estela Reyes.
Nuestro representante Francisco Paulino.
Of course, also to Mr. Francisco Paulino.
Concejal de la ciudad, nuestra concejal Ana Levy.
Ana Levy, City Councilor for the great city of Lawrence. City Councilor
Concejal, City Council Marla Plan.
Mr. Michael Plan.
Selina Reyes, Gregory de Rosario, Giovanni Rodríguez, Estefan Infante y Richard Ross.
Gregory de Rosario, Giovanni Rodríguez, Estefan Infante, and Richard Russell.
Gracias a la presencia de nuestra Acting Chief, Claudia Hoyo.
Acting Chief of the Mayor's Office, Claudia Hoyos.
Nuestra directora de Community Development, Director Awilda Reyes.
Wilda Reyes from the Community Development Department of the City of Lawrence.
Economic Development, Director Frank Zurillo.
Economy Development Director Francisco Zurillo.
Dan McCarthy,
Daniel McCarthy,
Land Use Plan.
Director for the Land Use Planner Conservation Agents.
De la Oficina de Ejecutiva de Economic Development, el asistente secretario Juan Vega.
Juan Vega, also with us today.
Very good friend Adalia Díaz. Alguien que yo aprecio mucho,
Somebody who do appreciate a lot.
a quien yo siempre le llamo alcalde.
We always call Mayor,
Mi hermano y amigo, my good friend
my friend, my good friend,
Mike Sullivan.
Mike Sullivan.
Quiero darle las gracias también por estar aquí
Also, I want to thank for being here.
a nuestro presidente de la Cámara Americana de Comercio, Joe Belacqua,
Joe Blacka from the Merrimack Valley Chamber of Commerce.
Efraín Roló,
Efraín,
director de Housing,
Housing Director for the City of Lawrence.
superintendente de las escuelas Charter School, mi amigo Ralph Carrero,
Ralph Carrero, Superintendent for the Charter School.
Oscar Guerrero,
Oscar Guerrero,
quien representa a Lindes,
who
a la
represents the
comunidad
Indians
dominicana
from the Dominican Republic in Boston,
aquí en la
Massachusetts.
ciudad de Boston, al Departamento de Policía,
Police Department,
al Acting Chief
Acting Chief
William Castro.
William Castro.
Quiero que se sientan cada uno de ustedes bienvenidos a nuestra
I want to
ciudad.
welcome all of you for being here today.
Quiero agradecerles a todos por venir aquí a este lugar hoy.
I want to thank you for coming here today.
Quiero agradecer de manera muy especial a la Oficina Ejecutiva de Desarrollo Económico por seleccionar a la ciudad de Lawrence para celebrar One Stop for Growth de este año.
I want to thank the Executive Office of Economy Development for selecting the beautiful city of Lawrence to celebrate this year's One Stop for Growth.
Ahora le toca al pueblo.
Now it's the people's turn.
Mi promesa ahora le toca al pueblo para que la gente tenga una buena calidad de vida en una ciudad de la que podamos estar orgullosos. La máxima prioridad de mi administración es invertir en nuestras gentes.
My promise, it is the people's turn to have a good quality of life in a city that they can be proud of. But my administration's highest priority is to invest in our people.
La visión de nuestra ciudad de Lawrence se está convirtiendo en realidad en este momento. Hemos invertido en mejorar carreteras y calles, reparando y reconstruyendo 128 calles y aceras.
This vision for Lawrence is becoming a reality. We have invested in improving roadways and streets by repairing and rebuilding 128 streets and sidewalks, as well as handicap accessibilities and parks,
así como parques y acera para discapacitados, donde cerca del 90% de nuestros parques han sido reacondicionados con espacios verdes, áreas de juegos y campos para deportes adicionales.
where close to 90% of our parks have been reconditioned with additional green spaces, playgrounds, and sports fields.
Estamos invirtiendo en educación de calidad y acceso a la ciudad y el cuidado infantil. Estamos en el proceso de construir 2 instalaciones educativas de última generación para nuestros niños.
We have invested in quality education and access to childcare. we are in the process of building 2 state-of-the-art educational facilities for our children.
Las dos nuevas escuelas, la Lady School y la Oliver School, y mi administración ha invertido $2 millones para brindar acceso al cuidado infantil, para que los padres no tengan que elegir entre cuidar a sus hijos o mantener a sus familias. Y esto también incluye nuestra nueva estación de policía, una de las más modernas en el estado de Massachusetts.
The new Lakey School and Oliver School, and my administration has invested $2 million in providing access to childcare so that the parents don't have to choose between childcare or providing for their families. And of course, this also includes the new facility for the new police station for the city of Lawrence.
Además, hemos llevado a cabo más de 1.526 atenciones a nuestros constituyentes desde la oficina de esta administración para enfatizar la importancia de las voces de nuestra gente y garantizar que sus preocupaciones sean escuchadas.
Also, we have carried out more than 1,526 community engagement initiatives from the mayor's office to emphasize the importance of our people's voices and ensure that their concerns are heard.
Desafortunadamente estamos debajo de una carpa,
Unfortunately, we are now under carpet right now.
pero cuando tengan la oportunidad ahorita de salir de aquí,
But when you have the chance to leave later today,
miren a su alrededor,
look around you.
díganme qué ven.
Tell me, what do you see?
Yo veo que se está realizando una ciudad de oportunidades. Tenemos el Stone Mill, cual se ha convertido en vivienda asequible muy necesaria al otro lado, usando el canal, gracias a los esfuerzos de Jessica y su institución, que por muchos años ha venido haciendo esfuerzos para que nuestra gente tenga vivienda asequible.
I see a city of opportunities being realized. We have the stone mill being converted into much needed affordable housing. Across the canal, we have Lawrence Community Works. Thanks to Jessica for her support and hard working. And this entity works at adding additional affordable housing to their existing structures.
Eso es al cruzar el canal,
That is right across from the canal.
pero esto está sucediendo en todas nuestras comunidades.
But this has been happening in all our communities.
Y a una cuadra de aquí, en nuestro centro, tenemos desarrolladores privados que invierten en Lawrence para crear oportunidades de uso mixto.
And a few blocks from here in our downtown, we have private developers investing in Lawrence to create mixed-use opportunities.
Estamos parados junto ahora en el centro del Gateway y recientemente embellecido por el Departamento de Desarrollo Comunitario.
We are standing at this moment in the Gateway Center, recently beautified by the Community Development Department. Awilda Pimentel, thank you so much.
Thank you, Wilda. Y a nuestro alrededor, en esta fábrica que ven, se está llenando de empresas que hemos apoyado porque estos empresarios son creadores de oportunidades y nuevos empleos.
And all around us in these mills that you see are being filled with businesses we have supported because these entrepreneurs are job creators.
Cuando fui elegido, la tasa de desempleo era de un 7.5%. Hoy está en 4.6%.
When I was elected, the unemployment rate was at 7.5%, and as today, it is only 4.6%.
Esta es la razón por la que después de 30 años he reactivado la autoridad de reurbanización de la ciudad de Lawrence.
This is why after 30 years I have reactivated the Lawrence Redevelopment Authority
Para impulsar desarrollo centrado en las personas,
to drive people-centric development.
esta entidad reorganizará 10 zonas, creando así oportunidades de negocios y viviendas asequibles y mejorar la calidad de vida al eliminar más de 40 años de retraso en nuestra ciudad.
The LRA will develop in 10 sites, creating business opportunities, affordable housing, and improving the overall quality of life by removing 40 plus years of blind in the city.
Como ejemplo puedo poner Tomborelo y el Merrimack Paper.
As two examples, I can talk about the Tomborello and Merrimack paper.
Mi administración está cumpliendo con lo que prometió.
My administration is delivering on what we promised.
Estas 10 zonas principales se aprovecharán para inversiones públicas y privadas.
These 10 major sites will be levers of public and private investments.
Brindarán oportunidades equitativas y eliminarán décadas de deterioro de toda nuestra ciudad.
Will provide with equitable opportunities and remove decades of blight.
Los desarrolladores de estos lugares comprobarán mi promesa de que ahora le toca al pueblo.
The development of these sites will further my promise that it is now the people's turn.
Y así las personas puedan residir en comunidades habitables, tener acceso a empleo y estar más orgullosos de vivir en nuestra gran ciudad de Lawrence.
So people could have a very good quality of life in our communities and have access to jobs and take pride to live in Lawrence.
Juntos podemos cambiar, seguir cambiando a Lawrence y dejarle un legado diferente a nuestras futuras generaciones.
Together we can change our communities and leave a good legacy to our future generations.
Dios bendiga la ciudad de Lawrence
God bless the city of Lawrence.
y gracias por estar aquí.
Thank you all for being here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Muchas gracias, alcalde. So moving along with the program, we want to invite legislators to come up. Senator Biden.
Morning, everybody. Let's try this one more time. Good morning, everybody. All right. This is why I love Lawrence. Tons of energy. We're here in the cold, but we still got that spirit. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Pavel Payano. I am the state senator for the 1st Essex District. Proud to serve and represent the cities of Lawrence, Methuen, and Haverhill. It's a pleasure to be here in front of all of you on this nice little cold day. I want to thank Assistant Secretary Juan Vega, Mayor De Peña, his administration, and everyone that took part in making sure that today was possible. So thank you for that invitation. It is always great to be accompanied by city leaders, community members, and of course, my colleagues, the Lawrence delegation, to honor these recipients of the Urban Agenda Award. It is truly an honor to stand before you today as we come together to celebrate a remarkable milestone in our collective pursuit of economic prosperity and community growth. I am particularly thrilled to extend my heartfelt congratulations to Lawrence Community Works for their outstanding achievement in receiving an award to the Community One Stop for Growth program. Today, we shine a spotlight on Lawrence Community Works, recognizing their dedication and ingenuity in contributing to the vitality of our urban areas. Their tireless efforts align with a broader vision of fostering vibrant and sustainable communities, a vision that resonates deeply with the ideals uphurled by these initiatives. It's ideals that resonate with me, and I'm sure with all of us here in this room. As part of our ongoing commitment to bolstering the economic potential of our cities and towns, I was proud to champion for the allocation of $600,000 in our state budget towards the Massachusetts Downtown Initiative, or MDI. MDI plays a pivotal role in providing essential funding and technical assistance to municipalities eager to revitalize their downtown areas. Our belief in the transformative power of well-supported downtown initiatives is rooted in the understanding that vibrant urban cores serve as the heartbeat of thriving communities. Through the MDI, we empower cities and towns to explore innovative strategies, tap into their unique potential, and chart a course towards sustainable growth. As we applaud Lawrence Community Works for the well-deserved award, let us celebrate the broader ecosystem of collaboration and support that makes initiatives like the Community One Stop for Growth and the Massachusetts Downtown Initiative possible. Together, we can continue to build resilient communities that stand as a testament to the boundless possibilities that arise when we unite in the pursuit of economic development and shared prosperity. Thank you, and congratulations once again to Lawrence Community Works, their partners, and the residents that make LCW happen. Thank you all. I'd like to introduce next my colleague, mentor, former neighbor, leader, Frank Moran.
To remove all this gear that I have on. Good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here to celebrate this very special day here in the city of Lawrence. Thank you to Assistant Secretary Juan Vega and Lawrence Mayor Brian DePena for setting aside some of your time today to be here with all of us today. I would like to begin to recognize the achievement of Lawrence Community Works, an organization that has modeled advocacy and concrete action since its founding in 1986. Remember that. I was 15 years old. I would like to recognize their work and their uplifts Lawrence residents and strengthen the local economy, setting current and future generations up for long-term success. I'm proud to see the Executive Office of Economic Development honor not only the organization itself, but to reaffirm the Healy administration's commitment to those it serves. Me enorgullece ver que la Oficina Ejecutiva de Desarrollo Económico honra no solo la organización en sí, sino que reafirma el compromiso de la administración Healy con aquellos que sirven. The Community Educating Pipeline recognized here today is just one example of many initiatives the group has undertaken over the past 3 decades. This award will transform the lives of so many in our community, from parents who embark on new career paths to kids who will be taught by a larger, more diverse workforce. Este premio transformará las vidas de muchas personas en nuestra comunidad, desde padres que se embarcan en nuevas carreras profesionales, hasta niños a quienes les enseñarán una fuerza laboral más grande y diversa. Thank you to Community One Stop for Growth and the Urban Agenda Program for your commitment to invest in communities like Lawrence, my hometown. I cannot wait to see our kids and their families benefit from this support for decades to come. Thank you all for being here, and I promised everybody that I was going to be very short and very cold. I want to introduce a good friend. I served with her in the city council a decade ago. Hard worker, heart in the right place. We love our community. My good friend, Representative Stella Reyes.
Thank you. What a great introduction, right? Hello, everyone. Thank you all for being here today in celebration of a work of their Community Educator Pipeline Project. I am thrilled to be in such a good company to celebrate this important recognition. Lawrence Community Work, Rambling Lawrence, It has been working to better our city since I thought it was 1999. Correct me if it was 1999 or 1996. 86. Oh, that was before my time. They deal with food access, youth education, environmental and open spaces, communities events, and now working with families. They awarded programs, community educator pipeline will open up career pathway for low-income parents and community members. It will diversify the workforce in public schools. In order to develop careers in financial security, it is important to include many generations in workplace changes. This program will use the funds to support parents with education, training, job placement, and advancement. I cannot wait to see the effect of this program on families and our city. Thank you for having me. It's a great pleasure to be here with all of you today. Thank you. And now I have the great pleasure to introduce my good friend, my opponent at one time, but now a very close friend, Francisco Paulino.
Good morning. Stella, you don't have to say that you won. Yes, you won the election. It was close, but you won. Congratulations. Good morning, Brian. Good morning, Lil Francola, Stella Bayan, and everybody out there. I'm the rep for this district, and I'm proud to represent Lawrence, my town. Also Matua, the city that I live. I think this urban agenda is a win-win approach. When we invest in diversifying the people that we work on our schools, we not only are giving an opportunity for parents to make more money, to make a better living. We also are we accomplish cultural competency. Cultural competency. That's the right way to say it. Yeah. And that's one of the hardest things to accomplish in this country. Even in the Commonwealth, one of the most cultural diverse state in the nation. And until we accomplish that cultural competency, we cannot really get the education that our kids deserve. So I believe this $100,000 grant is great. I hope for more. And we at the State House need to advocate for more money next year. I look forward. And I see a bright future for our kids in our school district. And as you see, we are embarked in the state in building hundreds of thousands of new residential units. And you heard in the media, we need affordable housing, but also we need an affordable path out of poverty. And how we get that? We need good education. How we get that? We need to have people that are culturally competent helping our kids to get a good education. And investing in them is the only way we can accomplish that. Thank you, Vega and the Hill administration and leadership for preparing money for this. This all makes sense. And I look forward to be part of this, and thank you all for being here.
Great. Thank you very much to all the members of the delegation, to the mayor. Is everybody feeling a little bit warmer now? A little bit? So again, my name is Juan Vega. It's a great pleasure for me to be here as we celebrate the Urban Agenda Grant Program, which is one of the 13 programs that is made available to the community One Stop for Growth. Para comenzar, quiero también darle gracias a todos, al alcalde, a la representante, al senador, por esta bienvenida a Lawrence. He venido aquí, me encanta venir a Lawrence. Yo soy de origen puertorriqueño, vivo en Chelsea y cuando vengo aquí soy familia. So un gran placer y me encanta siempre el recibimiento aquí en Lawrence. De verdad que es always over the top. Siempre take the cake, as they say. I was just saying that I'm Puerto Rican origin. I live in Chelsea, and I love coming to Lawrence because I feel very familiar here. And the welcome we always get when we come to Lawrence is always over the top. It's always in a big way. So thank you. So we've come together today as one of like 13 or so events that we're holding as part of the community One Stop. And this one is to celebrate the Urban Agenda Grant Program. But I'll start first talking a little bit about the Executive Office of Economic Development. And I'm here certainly on behalf of the Healy Driscoll administration and Secretary Yvonne Howe. And today, as many of you may have heard in the news or will be hearing soon, the governor filed her economic development plan for the Commonwealth of Mass. It's a requirement that each administration at the beginning of the term file this plan. And I know the legislature will actually be in the State House today. The secretary, who couldn't be here, is preparing for her hearing she has to present this afternoon. And the plan was unveiled or published this morning. It'll be available, if it's not already, on our website. I just wanted to provide a few of the highlights of what it is that this administration wants to focus on. And primarily, the top of the agenda is going to be addressing the housing crisis and transportation challenges. And there's some items in the plan that go through what the thinking is there. We're also going to be focused on investing more in infrastructure and in competitiveness, both at the community level and the business community, to improve the competitiveness of our Commonwealth. The Secretary is very keen. She travels a lot sometimes and reads a lot about what's happening in other states. She has this sense that there's a lot of other states that are trying to catch up to Massachusetts and trying to pass Massachusetts. So she's in this competitive mode where she's saying, not on my watch. She's not going to let that happen. And so she's going to be putting forth initiatives and ideas to address that. And then finally, there's going to be a big focus on talent. She feels that and the governor feels we need to be the global talent magnet. Given all the research, universities, and think tanks that exist in this Commonwealth, we need to continue to grow that sector. And scaling up the Global Entrepreneur in Residence program, for example, to enable immigrants to stay in the state. Non-college paths for people who may not find that path, working with the Labor and Workforce Development Office to find alternatives to get people into the workforce, etc. And then there's going to be a focus on sectors, lengthening our lead in the life sciences and healthcare sectors, as well as in advanced manufacturing and robotics. And so those are some of the items. I invite you to go to the website, check out the plan, see what it is that we're putting forth. Secondly, I want to focus on talk a little bit about the Community One Stop for Growth and what that is. And basically, this is our third round. A few years ago, with folks in the office, we got together. We had gone out and done a listening tour, and we heard from places like Lawrence and others. You guys have all these grant programs, but it's very hard to keep track. When's the deadline? How do I know that one's coming up? Oh, I just heard about this program and it's already closed, I missed it. And so this was our way to say, okay, let's try to reorganize the way we do business, and we combine these 13 grant programs that are all related to economic development and run them through a single application. So the community comes in and says, I want to fix this, or I want to improve this, or I want to roll this program. They come into the application, kind of select what they're looking for, and the system kind of directs them to the place that has the money. And so that's the way we're trying to do this matchmaking. And so this is our third year. I will note that in the Economic Development Plan that is released today, Secretary Howe has put forth a proposal to develop a similar model for the business community. And so she's calling it the business front door. So I know Joe's here and others from the chamber, as well as many business leaders in Lawrence. That's the next path we're taking, is trying to figure out a way for anybody that wants to do business in the Commonwealth of Mass and is looking for state resources to have a path, a single place to go that all of us can direct everybody there and try to pull together all the resources that we have and maximize the impact. With that, the third item I want to talk about is the Urban Agenda Grant Program. And this program was started in 2015. And Jess will remember that back when the Federal Reserve was doing the Working Cities Challenge, I was there when Lawrence was one of the initial recipients, along with Chelsea, of those funds. The research that the Federal Reserve had put out talked about that what they've seen is the most successful growth in neighborhood leadership was when you had cross-sector collaborations. When the chamber worked with the nonprofits and the city and the business community kind of all worked together. Grants could come and go, but the capacity was built at the local level with leadership. And it also helped leverage. There were things that the nonprofits could apply for that the chamber can't. Or the city has access to certain resources that the nonprofit does not. And so this was a way to put together a combined vision and go after all the resources kind of as a unit. And so that's how we modeled and developed this Urban Agenda Grant Program. And so it is a great pleasure today to be here with all of you to announce, or to celebrate really, all the recipients of this year's grants. I also wanted to note that I was remembering on my drive here that before we actually opened the first RFP, we held a huge, almost a town meeting set up with the governor at Lawrence Community Works to talk about this idea of urban agenda and collaborations. So this all, it's amazing to come full circle, because when we started this, we started it here in Lawrence. That conversation started here, and here we are to celebrate Lawrence Community Works at their grant. So without further ado, I want to take the opportunity. I'm going to read out the list of all the grantees. If you're in the room, please step forward. We'd love to get a big picture with everybody. Somebody has envelopes. Yep. So our friend here, Aiden, who works with the Urban Agenda Grant Program, will distribute. I'm just doing alphabetical. You have them alphabetical? Perfect. So we'll just have the letter with you to just confirm that the award is real. No, there are no checks in there. I will clarify. Great, so why don't we start? Let's see, I'd like to congratulate the Advocates Inc. in Framingham with a grant of $95,000 for the Metro West Care Connection Program. The Black Shirts Community Empowerment Foundation. I think we have 2 grantees get the prize for the longest trek. Our friends came from Pittsfield this morning. $100,000 for their leadership program accelerator. Congratulations. We have Centro program in Southbridge, Centro America for Worcester, to do the Rebuilding Futures program. We have the Collaborative for Education Services in Northampton. Another prize for a trek, making the trip this morning from Northampton. $100,000 for the Food Policy Leaders Program. Community Action Inc. from Haverhill. For the community, we'll be hosting the Immigrant-Focused Job and Career Fairs. $75,000. We have Community Music Center of Boston for the Youth Arts Employment and Workforce Development Program. $80,000. Community Teamwork Lowell for the Specialized Technical Assistance Teams program. $100,000. Economic Development Council of Western Mass, $75,000 with the Springfield Works Initiative. And they're looking to expand the 2-generation whole family approach to career pathways. We have English for New Bostonians, $100,000 for the English for immigrant entrepreneurs. We have E for All, Cape Cod, Provincetown, $100,000. Launching Creative Economy Business. Family Services Organization of Worcester, $95,000 for Project Flourish Child Development. Franklin County Community Development Corp. in Greenfield for the Route 2 Rural Innovation Corridor. Their workforce development program. La Colaborativa from Chelsea, $100,000 for the Green Jobs Pipeline. Nobody came from Chelsea, really? You could have hopped in my car this morning. Latin American Business Organization in Worcester, to the Launch, Grow, and Thrive program, a comprehensive bilingual training initiative in both Portuguese and Spanish. Then we have the City of Lynn for the $100,000 for Lynn Partnership 2024. Maine South CDC, $50,000 for the Minority Business Economic Empowerment Project. Anybody from Worcester? Maverick Landing Community Services in Boston, $80,000 for the Youth Workforce Development Program. New North Citizens Council in Springfield, $75,000 for the Nueva Visión Nuevo Trabajo Program. North Shore Community Development Coalition in Salem, $75,000 for El Punto Small Business Engagement Program. We have Broca Inc. in Chelsea, $100,000 for the Community Employment Readiness Project. Oye, me están haciendo quedar mal los de Chelsea. $100,000. Stone Soup Cafe in Greenfield, $100,000, the Stone Soup Culinary Institute. The Cordial Eye Gallery and Artist Space in Barnstable for $80,000, the Creative Futures Cape Cod Fellowship. The neighborhood developers in Revere will, for the equitable job opportunities for Revere immigrant and low-income communities, $100,000. The Tech Foundry in Springfield for the Digital Equity Tech Hub. The town of Middleborough for the $100,000 for the Exploratory Year program. Urban Impact Initiative from Springfield, $90,000 for the re-entry services to provide work readiness and employment for returning women citizens with the focus on Black and other culturally diverse. Yep. And then Wellspring House from Gloucester and its partners address critical strategies and financial vulnerability. And certainly, finally, but not least, I want to take this opportunity to announce, actually, in addition to the urban agenda, in the city of Lawrence, there were 3 grants this year from the Community One Stop. The city of Lawrence received a Housing Choice Grant for $132,000 for the Lawrence Transit Center overlay. The Lawrence Community Works received 2 grants, one from the Underutilized Properties Program for $600,000. The Urban Agenda Grant Program, just the Lawrence Community Works for the Lawrence Working Families Initiative Community Educator Pipeline for $100,000.